Good afternoon. This is Stormcastle from Stormcastle's Comics Collectibles, and I want to talk about Fables. Well, actually, I want to talk about Bill Willingham today and Fables. So, Bill Willingham is a creator, and this is like literally the only Fables book I have. People are very enthused about. They like Fables. You know, it's a take on if mythological creatures had lived in modern times and stuff. But the reason why I want to discuss it is Bill Willingham has been making Fables since 2002 at DC Comics, and has a long-term contract. And yesterday, he's been having disputes for some time, and he decided, and he got quite publicly decided that he is going to put Fables into the public domain. He says he owns. He's been creating this, and through the entire time, DC had initially lived up to both the letter of the contract and the spirit of the contract. And since then, they've been living more up to the letter of the contract and less the spirit of the contract. The people he initially signed for, who signed the deals with, they're no longer there at DC. They're new people, and they don't care. So he's had to, according to his accounts, he's been having to tell them that, he wants his royalty checks. They're not making royalty payments out. They've made a couple video games without his permission. There are ancillary products coming out that he is the creator, and DC is listed as the copyright owner. They've assigned him the copyright, that he should have control of these things. And in his opinion, they're not living up to the contract. And he's been trying to get a hold of them to pay his residuals, approval for any games. There's a second game coming out. And in an effort for creator-controlled business, he had gone on today, either yesterday or today, I'm not sure when exactly, but I know it was in the last 24 hours, and said that Fables is now in the public domain. Now, the question is, does he have the right to say Fables in the public domain? Well, the characters are often based upon modern-day Fables who are already in the public domain. And he cannot give off the permission for people to reprint books and reprint art, because those are owned by DC Comics, which they have said. They said, well, we own the right. They put out a statement saying that we own the rights, and we keep them, and you can't do this. But the question really is what is he giving away? Is he actually giving away characters that we already exist and giving us permission to create on them? Are we giving permission to make Little Red Riding Hood, a full-blown tanky? It's whatever. It's and honestly, Fables is just interpretation of stories that already exist in the thing. He's saying that you can take his creation and his ideas and make your own stories and build on from there. He's not saying that you can take this book here, Fables Animal Farm, take all the art out of it, reprint the entire book, and as you want to, with the vertical label, because those are owned in fact by DC Comics. But he's trying to give people the incentive to be more creative. And in the end, do I think that this is, legally, I am not a lawyer, but DC has assigned him the copyright. So how much control does he have to give it up, to basically give up the farm? And that's really what it comes down to. in the end, DC says they're willing to defend their property, which again would be the art, the cover, the book, the presentation. But at this point, it also brings out the thing. What the real issue is creator control and the creatives being paid. He made the book. He wrote the book. He's been doing some of the art. And over the years, a lot of the big companies have been going off and taking creator ideas. There have been a lot of struggles over the years. Jack Kirby trying to get his art back. Schuster and Siegel. Bob Finger trying to getting noted for his work on Batman. Steve Gerber and Howard the Duck. There are a lot of things out there. And while I don't think that suddenly we're going to get 15 new Fables titles next month and a Fables TV series next year, I think ultimately him flipping DC the bird this way is bringing attention to creative rights. DC wrote a contract and he signed it in good faith, and ultimately they're not doing what they should do. And honestly, in the end, it just doesn't come down just DC. Marvel has been pretty stingy on benefits too. Jim Starlin didn't get a whole lot of money for creating Thanos and making Eros, and residuals don't show up. I do think, though, having this done publicly where everybody can see it is good for creators in general. So, can I go out and make my own Fables comic? Well, yeah, I could, because these are public domain characters anyways. Can I use some of his intent? Well, that's a little more tricky, but as long as it focuses on the concept, on the talk, that inherently the creators should be able to have control and get recognized, and most importantly, get paid for their work. Whether you're a Bill Willingham fan or not. I said I haven't read any of his Fables. I haven't read any of his stuff since he got kind of screwed out of Kamiko back in the 80s with the Elementals. Or whether, Fables is your go-to book each month. Either way, it's more important that the conversation is about the creators and them getting recognized for what they are. Because honestly, if we don't have people willing to put the time and work in, we're going to get a bunch of so-so books every month that nobody is going to buy. Anyways, that's just my opinion. Sorry, it's kind of a rambly video. There's some more pretty artwork on the inside of it. I got Sodalis, so it's kind of the thing there. And have a good day. This is Stormcastle. Thank you.